What up, y'all? It's a 4-4 HEELZ. I'm Aaron McKee. That's my boy Steph Ronan over there. We doing that Backlash WWE recap.
Yes, sir.
Gonna throw it all together into one. My favorite part about every PLE, bro, is about 2 to 3 hours before the PLE goes. Everyone on Twitter posts the match order.
Yeah.
And they're always fucking wrong. It's my favorite part, bro. It's my favorite part, bro. It's so funny, bro.
I don't want to know.
I forget what they said. I forget what they said was going to kick off. I think they might have said Dom versus Penta, and then Dom and Penta was in the middle of the match card, and we kick it off with this 4-way match. We get Damien Priest, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and the Samoan Werewolf.
Oh, yeah.
And this kind of ties into SmackDown's opening, which was Damien Priest, LA Knight versus Solo and Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel about the match? 1 out of 10 real quick. Start it out.
I'm gonna give this match a solid 8.
That's what I gave.
I enjoyed it as far as what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it seems like WWE is keeping their ears to the internet streets because once again, there was a fatal 4-way and there wasn't a lot of laying down on the couches and stuff on the outside of the ring and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There was actually moving and grooving, bumping inside that ring.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. This was a pretty good fatal 4-way match. The low moments of the match all came from Damien No Pop Priest. You know what I'm saying?
Can't believe they let him get the upper hand on fucking Drew again, bro. Putting Drew through the table, and then that I kind of knew once that spot happened, I was like, they're basically done with the match. Like they were far away and they went through a table from a high level. I said, they're done. They're done, son.
And not only that, before that happened, Damien pulled Drew's leg or the ref leg when it was count 1, 2, 3 after the Claymore.
Oh, dude, that was so close too, bro. That was such a close pinfall, bro. I was like, he's doing it. He's doing it.
So, again, I think we both were right. I think we both said Jacob Fatu wasn't going to lose the championship, which made sense, and I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he came through and really, handled his business. That, yada, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I love that. So, but the thing is, LA Knight showed out. He had a good performance. Like I think everybody in this match overall had a great chemistry with themselves. You know, word on the street is Drew McIntyre is hurt pretty bad from that spot.
A little concuss. People were like, his head missed the table, and I kind of watched it over again. It barely did, but either way, his head was gonna hit the fucking ground going through the. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, there was even if it hit the table, broke it a little bit, his head was still smacking that fucking ground, bro.
That's true.
But Jacob's got some new problems, it might look like, in the form of, was it Jeff Cobb? Jeff Cobb, or what they might call him CJ something. I forget, they trademarked the name right after this started. They might switch his name up a little bit. Even Big E in the post-conference interview was talking about, we don't know what his name is now, but it was Jeff Cobb. I don't know too much about Jeff Cobb. Like I said, I don't watch too much New Japan wrestling, but apparently he's like a big enforcer. Him and Jacob have had a match before in the Indies, so they got a little history.
Jeff Cobb, I think the highlight of his career came from Lucha Underground. He used to wear this trash can type jumpsuit with a mask, and the dude would do crazy spots as far as flying in the ring, and he was a good mix of high flying and power. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why him and Jacob Fatu, a match between those two, would be evenly fucking killed. Like, it would be great.
Bro.
But
and it looks like Solo's got a new enforcer, basically. He's like, oh, you don't want to be my enforcer no more? Got a new one.
And see, the thing is with Solo, man, let me tell you something about some Solos. See, when he ain't have no Jeff Cobb around, he was kind of, playing it down to
little timid,
right? Now he got some backup. Now he got his bird chest all propped up and shit, bro.
He was like, Jacob, get in there and finish it. Go finish it, Jacob. Come on, bro.
Hey, but those stare downs was something crucial, wasn't it? Those stare downs
at the ends.
Yeah.
Before he pinned LA Knight and after when they were on the ramp, it was good stuff, bro.
Shit, something crucial, and my mouth kind of watered a little bit. And I was like, are we gonna get some more bloodline action? Is it not done? Is it on pause? Can we get it back? Hell yeah.
The internet's in an uproar, bro, because they were like, he's not even Samoan. I was like, well, the Tongans aren't Samoan either. So just throwing that out there. And I was like, and they're not related either. Their dads, like Kevin Owens says, were just tag partners.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if they're gonna call it the bloodline, but it does look like the story is continuing.
It does seem like Jacob's gonna probably get another faction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is I think it's great. Jacob Fatu, you know, and what's about to happen between him and Solo, I think it's all going to culminate. Let me give it a SummerSlam. What do you think?
I mean, we got Money in the Bank. Well, okay, so we got. Listen to this shit, bro. So I didn't know if you noticed during Money in the Bank, they announced Night of Champions 2 weeks later after Money. So literally, we're going Saturday Night Main Event, Money in the Bank, and Night of Champions. And in this whole time, so you can go. We got WrestleMania, fucking Backlash. We got Saturday Night Main Event. We got Money in the Bank, and we got Night of Champions in 10 weeks, bro. 10 weeks.
So let's not forget that I think there's another Saturday Night Main Event that happens somewhere after all that as well, right?
Probably. I mean, they're doing 4 a year, so.
Because this Saturday Night Main Event is coming up with the main event being Punk and Zayn versus
Sammy.
Yeah. Like when is that Saturday Night Main Event? What are they advertising?
That is it not this Saturday, but next Saturday?
Okay, so
yeah,
All In Weekend. There's another Saturday main event that's going to be happening after all these things, bro. This is crazy.
Oh yeah, in July, and Evolution 2, I can't say the fucking word. Evolution 2 in hopefully ATL. I'll be there for sure. I'll say, babe, let's go, babe.
If them ticket money right, shit, bro.
Shit, we'll talk about that on Word
on the street. Hell yeah. Yeah.
But overall, good 4-way match, man.
It was.
Good shit.
It was.
I was hoping LA Knight was going to hit that elbow off the ring onto the table to hit Jacob Fatu, but that's when Solo got involved. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. But
a great way to kick off the show.
Overall, great match.
It was really good. Like I said, I gave it a solid 8, you know, because I expected what I want to from a 4-way match for the US Championship. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but our guy, Jacob Fatu, won. So I was happy going away from that already. So
yeah. The crowd just yelling Fatu the whole time, bro. This dude is
he's so crazy. Over right now, man.
Crazy.
So bro. Over.
Crazy. So we go to your superstar, Lyra Valkyria.
Yes.
Versus Becky Lynch. Now, let me ask you this real quick.
Let's go.
Because the internet is saying, and this is what I disagree with.
What?
They're saying that Becky put Lyra over. Now, to me, over would be a clean pinfall and Becky not whooping her ass after the match.
Right.
And Becky walking, or like, it wasn't Becky putting her over. Like, I just don't think it was because to me, when Brock and Cody wrestled and Cody pinned him for that third time or the second time out of the trilogy,
right?
Brock raises his hand, points to him. That's the man. You know, Hogan putting Rock is the man. Lyra winning by just a roll up, and then Becky immediately, 30 seconds after, beats the shit out of Lyra. Becky walks out Becky walks out looking stronger. Lyra looks weaker. I don't know how that is putting someone over. I don't know. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I don't think that Becky. So here's what I thought. The whole time I was watching the match. Let's keep it 100. After watching that match and watching the whole show, this was the match of the night for me. They stole the show with this match right here, bro. I promise you, because Lyra did a damn thing, and I was trying to tell you before. Lyra is something special, bro. She can go. She was toe to toe with Becky Lynch, the veteran. And she almost, and dare I say, Lyra made Becky look a little bit slow. You know what I'm saying? Lyra was getting
she had to slow it down a little bit.
Boy, she had to, because Becky had to say something in her ear. She was like, I mean, you need to slow it down.
But did she put her over?
Here I go. Do I feel like she put her over? Not really. Not really. Okay, because think about this. During the match, it seems like it was a good back and forth, right? Now, I don't know if this is true, but the way the match ended and the way Lyra was holding her nose, it like something was wrong with her nose. Like, you know. And then on top of that, Lyra won on the roll-up pin. A roll-up pin, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like she hit her finisher and cleaned her pin on the mat 1, 2, 3.
That would have been over. That would have been over.
So I don't think she put her over. What I do think Becky elevated Lyra to a point to where it put her on notice. Lyra put herself on notice. So yeah, I don't think she put her over, but I think she did help elevate Lyra. But this was the match of the night for me. I gave it a fucking 9. This was a 9.
9? Man, I gave it another 8 out of 10. Solid
Really?
match for me. I would give the slide. I was more entertained during the Fatal 4-Way, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't really feel his match, or
it was a good match. It was a good match. It's just, I got Cena and Orton better than this match just up until the ending, which we'll get into that. But also, what was it? When Becky comes out on Raw and cuts her promo, bro.
Oh God.
Why she sound just like John Cena?
Oh God.
She talking to the crowd. Y'all did this, y'all did that. Like, I was like, you just sound like John Cena right now.
I
right? A little bit.
I literally wrote down Becky's promo sound a lot like Cena's promo. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, exactly what I said. Becky Cena.
I don't know, man. Now it's Becky Hogan. Now she's Becky Cena. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like, nah. I tell you what, man. I wasn't really thrilled from her promo. Her promo seemed fell kind of flat to me. When it was on the Raw, I said, after someone who just put on a banging ass match, you would have thought that she would be singing her own praises to the heavens, right? But nah, she sat there and started complaining about the fans again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is this a new thing that I'm starting to see in WWE? Like, they're really
turning on us.
Put the fans so far. He's like, hey, you want to be a part of the show? You're going to be part of the show. Anytime somebody turns heel, it's going to be your fault. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, guys, this is y'all's fault. Y'all wanted this, motherfuckers.
Like, damn, everybody hates
And also, I feel like if someone was putting someone over, she would have gave credit. You know what? I respect her. She handled it. Didn't say a fucking word. Didn't say a word about it.
Nah. And she did say Lyra had to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? She said one of us went to the hospital, other one went to the shot.
Someone again. Yep, that's definitely putting someone over, guys. That's definitely putting someone over. Talking about their medical bills and shit. God damn it.
Right. Hell no, man. No. See, I think the IWC has a infatuation with Becky Lynch. And I think they're still living in the past when she was originally the true man. I'm talking about the man that graced the cover of WWE 2K. The man that who was made because Nia Jax busted her goddamn nose and she squirted out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the same man, my guy. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a different. She's lost.
She seems like bitter. She seems bitter.
She seems brittle. She seems bitter and brittle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Becky is just one wrong move away from getting right back on the shelf for some reason. She doesn't look I don't know, bro. She looks a little bit light. Like, did she lose too much weight? I don't know. She don't look the same.
Yeah. And maybe the fans' perspective, like her and Charlotte, they went away. You know what I'm saying? You went away for a long period of time. And then we're just supposed to, we got new favorites now. You know what I'm saying? New people have come into the fold.
Look.
That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. Charlotte and Becky, they went away at the wrong time because during their absence, the women's division did this shit right here. And I'm talking about an influx of just stars just came through.
Even the Chelsea Greens of the world. You know what I'm saying? Not mega stars, but we still were like, damn, I really like her. Would Io Sky, I mean, she's mega talented in the ring, but would Io Sky be where she's at if it wasn't for Becky and Charlotte Flair going away? Because I don't think Io Sky would get the chances she got if those two women were still in the fold. You know what I mean? Or Asuka because she's injured. You know, if all these people were still in the game, they'd be at the top and there'd be no room for Io Sky. Rhea Ripley, she was already there because she beat Charlotte, but the Eos of the world, the Tiffany Strattons of the world, they wouldn't be in these title contentions if all these women stayed around. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe there is some truth to that, but I just feel like some of those women like Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton,
just so talented.
You can't deny them. So even if those women were still active in the championship picture, they will find their way into that championship picture as well. Because you got to remember, the WWE is a business, and they're always looking towards the future. You know what I'm saying? Definitely in the women's division. Like, it seems like to me that pro women wrestlers don't last as long in the ring with their careers longer as men. You know what I'm saying?
Big E gonna be mad at you, bro. You heard his little soliloquy?
No.
Before, because they was talking about with the whole controversy of Triple H cutting Dakota Kai because, they said age in there, but it wasn't all age and all this stuff. Cora Jade, they said age. And then they bring in like a Jeff Cobb who's 42. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like Big E's like, why do we look at people like Randy Orton, John Cena, The Rock, even Cody Rhodes? All these people are kind of older now, and we don't say anything about their age. But when you talk about women, we bring up age all the time.
Okay,
it's kind of a thing.
Let me respond to Big E.
Or they're making it a thing.
Big E. Let me break down some science for you, my man. It's called bone density. You know what I'm saying? Men bones are a lot stronger than women's bones. Why? Because women can give birth. They need their bones to be a little bit more flexible for their bodies going through changes. So I think that plays a part into why women pro wrestlers' careers doesn't last as long. Definitely when they have multiple injuries. Like, I think Charlotte is on her way out the door, bro, because she had two major...
She's one more injury away from, I mean... And Asuka got injured in a match with Charlotte Flair, and Asuka's been gone this whole time, even longer than Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's nature, Big E. It's nature. You know, it's something that we can't control, you know. So I understand you want to stand up for women. Hey, man, I love women so much that I got 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping. We all know these things. But the problem is you can't take away from nature. And we can't take away the fact that a female's body can't take those bumps consistently like a man can. Yeah, this is just the reality. I'm so sorry.
I love women so much. I married one. That's how much I love women. Let me tell you that much, bro. Speaking of women, let's talk about this love machine Dominic Mysterio, bro.
Hey.
This man. And his Penta match, bro. I was expecting, honestly, a lot more from this match. I felt like this match was kind of rushed.
It was.
I felt like it was shorter than it needed to be. Dom came out with a fucking out the ring tornado DDT. I was like, oh shit, look at that motherfucker doing some new shit.
Did you see that? That out through the ropes with the I was like, okay, Dom, there you go. Do you think this match fell kind of flat? Do you think it's a Penta problem? Or do you think it's a Dom problem? Like, let me ask you that.
I think it was a rushed problem. It was rushed.
Well, I mean, besides being rushed, I'm saying it's always going to have to be one of the two. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be a combination of both of them just not.
Yeah. Maybe not gelling.
I'm starting to see, again, I'm going to say it was Penta. I'm not going to say Dom. Yeah. I think Dom did good in this match. I think this is one of the best times I've seen Dom actually perform, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think Penta, man, it's something ain't clicking. If it ain't the right opponent, he ain't clicking. This is the second time I've seen him do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. What about his match with Gable on Raw compared to the first one? It's like 9 days. These were 2 different matches, bro.
It was.
I was like, I feel like they're trying to make Penta wrestle more of that WWE style, and it's just not working for him. You know what I mean?
They're going to relegate him to that style, like I was telling you before, and I think it's starting to see some cracks in the armor.
Yeah.
And again, I'm glad you said it. The Chad Gable match on Raw with Penta, and then the first one, night and day,
banger,
night and day, night and day.
Yeah.
So, man, I think it has something to do with that WWE style that they want you to do. WWE want everything slowed down. They want you to milk the sales. They want you to sell the sales. They want you to look to the crowd and let them know that you're selling the sale. It's a lot of stuff going on between when you're getting hit. And I saw that very evidently when I saw the Finn Balor and AJ Styles match. In my mind, I'm geeked. I'm like, oh, shit. They motherfuckers want to put a banger on. Nah. That shit was not what I thought it was going to be, bro. That shit was not what I thought it was going to be.
Felt a little
it fell flat.
A little flat ski.
I mean,
yeah.
All the selling. There was one point in the match. I don't want to get too much of it, but there was one point in the match where he was kicking AJ Styles on the ropes, and AJ Styles was selling it. He turned to the crowd booing, and he's still selling it and milking it, bro. It was like, damn. Okay, these are 2 guys who used to wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling, so they know how to bang like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn did throw up the Too Sweet though.
The Bullet Club.
He threw it up.
The OG Bullet Club. That's what he was talking about right there, man. So
they got in trouble for it when Vince was in charge.
Yeah.
But Triple H will let it slide. Triple H will let it slide.
Triple H is supporting the Bullet Club. There's even on that 10 years of Finn Balor shirt that they was wearing on Raw.
Yeah, I saw that, bro.
Back, it said OGBC.
All his shit is on there now. I was like, I didn't see that before, but now I see that shit. That was pretty dope. But this match we get, of course, Judgment Day coming out, Finn, Carlito, JD trying to get involved. He takes a while to get the chair. Ref kicks him out. And then my boy comes. El Grande Americano.
The loaded
This
mask.
man comes in. And now that I was like, why did El Grande get involved? Remember who sent, if it is Chad Gable, who sent Chad Gable on the journey to find the luchador way?
It was Dom.
Dirty Dominic Mysterio, bro. Dirty Dom. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, where is this going? Is it going to be Dom and El Grande Americano as a tag team?
No.
Is that what we're leading to?
No.
Bro?
I think this is what is going to turn Dom full-fledged babyface. Americano coming for that Intercontinental Championship.
Oh,
check it out.
And then Dom gets up on him.
And then when that happens, he's going to be over like a motherfucker, bro. He's already over. But even when he came out with his pop, there's still a mix of boos and cheers, right? He's going to be done with cheers when he goes into this program with Americano.
When he demasks El Grande Americano.
That's going to be good. Masters Championship.
Yeah, bro. That'll be a huge pop, bro. Huge fucking pop. What'd you rate this match? I gave it a 7 out of 10. It could have been match of the night. I swear it just felt rushed to me. I felt like they needed to cut time, and this is the match they cut time in.
I give it a 7.5 because I said this is one of the best matches I've seen done. Wrestling. I say he pulled out some new stuff, and I've always people who can add different moves to their arsenal every time and try to improve. Like I like seeing that shit, so I give it a 7.5. But yeah, I definitely agree. It did feel rushed. It felt like I don't know. Did some match go too long or something? Or the time restraint. It didn't feel like it was a flow to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then online, Dominic did some interviews and such like that, and he said, he's like, yeah, I can do a moonsault. He's like, but if I do a moonsault every match, they're gonna expect that every match type shit. Like if I do this every match, they're gonna expect that type of shit from me. So like he only busts moves out like that every now and again. That way it gets a huge pop like that. People were tagging that quote a lot for like someone needs to tell Will Ospreay. I was like, yeah, but Will Ospreay does it every fucking match. He doesn't not deliver the cool moves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like he does the shit every match. He does banging moves every time.
I have a rebuttal about that, saying that if you do this type of move every match, they feel like they're going to expect it every match, meaning us as fans, right? I find that to be so fucking stupid because I have never went to a match and be like, I expect to see the damn Cody Cutter. I don't never go into matches expecting to see certain moves except for the finishers or maybe signature moves. That is it.
Yeah.
Anything in between, I let them paint that picture. That's a canvas for them to paint for themselves. I don't have any expectations. So I don't know where they get this. Oh, if you do this move, they're going to expect it all the time. Nah, because I'm going to tell you a move that I don't want to see all the time. A suicide dive. Every damn match, we got a suicide dive. I don't need to see that shit every time, bro.
You know what match I never want, or what move I don't ever want to see again? Damien Priest's shout out to the Undertaker into like a cross body bullshit, bro.
Bro, that is...
Dude, I do not want to see that ever again. It looks so bad. I don't get it. This in the Fatal 4-Way, they did a little variation where he jumps over the guy he usually does it to and landed on someone else. I'm like, I get it's a shout out to Taker, big man. You kind of dress like him, all that shit. But I'm like, it just every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch.
I hate it.
It takes fucking 10 seconds. Here we go, and all he does is. Like Undertaker, you used to think just him coming down with the fist was like kind of lame, but now with this cross body, I was like, the Undertaker shit is way better than that. You know,
this is you ain't lying. Like this is one of those instances where you try to become too innovative and it ends up backfiring because that shit is okay. First of all, it takes too long to go up them damn ropes. First of all, right?
Yeah.
And then
and he like exaggerates the.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Dude,
and then you see this dude, Damien Priest. First of all, his ring gear is ugly as hell. I don't know why he got a girdle on. Why they got this man wearing a girdle as ring gear? Like, I don't understand that shit, man. You know what I mean? And then he does that move, and it seems like when he's jumping off the rope and he's doing the cross body block, it's like he's in there for the air for like 10 seconds. It's like it's the slowest cross body block I've ever seen in my life, man. I don't like this move. Every time he does that, I was like, "Here we go with this bullshit again." So, nah, bro. I'm glad you said that because that was something I was like, "Bro, nah, bro. He needs to stop doing that move, man. He needs to stop."
Yeah. And then just we had the little backstage moment on Raw with the Judgment Day and AJ Styles coming in right before the Finn Balor match. And AJ kind of fumbled his lines a little bit, bro. He's an Intercontinental Championship. But the best part was like, how'd you find the clubhouse? And AJ Styles like, R-Truth told me where it was.
See, man, this is why I hate watching.
You see Dom smirking. He's like, this is live TV, big dog. And I just listened to Dom on Bradley Martin's podcast, and he literally brought it up. He's like, that's why I love live TV. He was like, we had AJ Styles come in, and this motherfucker was fumbling over his lines, and I was just staring at him. And then Dom was like, it was probably my aura that kind of threw him off, you know? So
you gotta love the live TV shit, man.
Yeah. You just gotta sit there and fumble and fight through it, bro.
Like AJ's tongue got a little bit fat or something, boy. That motherfucker couldn't say that word at all.
Intercontinental. But then we get your boy chubby Pat McAfee, out of breath Pat McAfee versus Gunther. Everyone online, I would say it was 75-25 said they really, really were surprised at how good this match was, and 25 that said this match was dog shit. I'm leaning more towards the dog shit kind of line. Not the biggest fan of this match. I definitely would have kept the shirt on to help from those chops. Definitely would have kept that shit on, bro. But how'd you feel about the match? Would you rate it? Let's go.
I gave this match a 7, bro. Like
7,
yeah, and
I gave it a 6.5. Bro.
Yeah, see, and that's me getting a 7, and that bump is more of Gunther. But I'm always basing it just bro. I wasn't into this match, to be honest with you. And the thing that's messed me up is because I seen Pat McAfee wrestle before in NXT. He had a cage match with Adam Cole, and it was actually a pretty good match. You know what I mean?
And that match started on the Pat McAfee podcast.
Yeah.
That was kind of that, like, Adam Cole kind of like cussed him out and shit. It kind of started back then, and that was cool, bringing real life into pro wrestling. But I felt like they told Pat McAfee about this match that night he attacked Gunther. Like 2 weeks, this motherfucker had no time to train, nothing, bro. Like, it was like time to go.
Pat McAfee got to be the most in shape, out of shape person I've ever seen him. Dude
stumbled over the ropes.
Oh, boy. Oh my God.
The tight pants with the Jordans looked ridiculous. I thought. I was like, it looks like he's wearing moon shoes or something. I don't know, bro.
It didn't go.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't go, bro. And I would have worn some loose jeans or something. He boy had them cowboy pants on, boy. That boy could not.
Yeah.
He jumped over that rope. That rope got his ass. Gotcha, bitch. Shit.
Gunther gave him respect at the end. I didn't like that.
I didn't like that.
Wasn't a fan of that.
I didn't like that.
I was like, no, dude, you're supposed to beat the shit out. I was waiting for him to grab Michael Cole and beat the shit out of Michael Cole. Throw in Joe Tessitore for the last match, but
then,
Michael Cole tried to grab the foot of Gunther, hold him down. Didn't work.
Michael Cole playing manager to Pat McAfee. You know what I'm saying?
Just pin him. Just pin him. It's over. It's over. He kept yelling that shit.
Am I the only one who, when Michael Cole got yoked up by Gunther, was I the only one who was hoping Wade Barrett would have got up in that ring and then really, you know what I'm saying? Like, really did something.
What was it, Bad Boy Barrett or
Bad News Barrett?
Bad News Barrett? Yeah.
Like,
that would have been dope, but someone had to stay on commentary, bro.
There's nothing I can do for you. I'm like, Wade Barrett used to be a wrestler. What are you talking about?
What you mean you can't do nothing for this man?
See, so I guess we both know when it comes to Nigel McGuinness and Wade Barrett, Nigel McGuinness don't give a fuck. He still go get up in that motherfucker anyway, bro. I fuck with Nigel, bro.
But the chops, I mean, Pat was on the Pat McAfee show the next day saying how they beat the shit out of each other. You know, Pat had a blown eyeball. And then what was really weird was at the beginning of Raw, we get started with, what was it? Penta versus Chad Gable. And then Pat McAfee came out to the announce table.
I didn't understand that.
That was weird.
I didn't understand
that.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah. I was like, was he late? I was like, maybe he was just late getting to the show because the show was in Dayton, or where was the show? The show was in Louisville, Kentucky.
Right.
And he films his show in Indiana, so maybe there was a weather delay or something. Maybe he was late. But they played it off like he was like, I just got cleared by medical. And I was like, you could have got cleared by medical before the show.
No,
but
it
was just weird they gave him his full entrance, too. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, this kind of broke up the match for Penta. It kind of defused that a little bit to me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thinking about this when I see him on Raw coming out and stuff. I'm just watching him, and this thought popped in my head. I'm like, I'm getting kind of tired of Pat McAfee in the WWE realm, to be honest with you. And I like Pat McAfee. I like his shows. I like his sports analysis. I like all that type of shit for him, right? But as far as in the WWE universe, I'm starting not to be a fan of his, and it's not really his fault. It's because the WWE is literally shoving him down our throat, bro. Like he get his own entrance, and then he gets to. I mean, he's everywhere too much on WWE product. You know what I'm saying? And I think that has more to do, maybe, I don't know. TKO is pushing this because they want to bring more eyes to their product. But I'm
and because TKO's got that agreement with ESPN too. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because UFC's all over ESPN, all that shit. So
I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling him like that no more, bro. And definitely his commentating is real. Is running dry.
And I think it's like, if there's a good big name interview on a pay-per-view weekend, he's gonna be on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of want other people to interview other, you know what I'm saying? Like, put some people on. I mean, I know Cody did First Take right before WrestleMania, but maybe they just throw him with Pat McAfee because they know he watches the most wrestling type shit.
Maybe, but still, I just feel like he's running a little bit dry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my opinion.
But then Gunther comes out on Raw when Jey Uso's out there, and he lets Jey Uso know, I get a title shot in Phoenix, Arizona, a month from today from the winner of you and Logan Paul at Main Event. So clearly I feel like, obviously, we kind of knew Logan Paul wasn't going to win the championship.
Right.
But so it's looking like we get a rematch between Gunther and Jey Uso on a Monday Night Raw a week, or I guess it's now 3 weeks away, basically, on Raw, which I'm pumped for. But, I mean, Jey Uso's going over again, right?
He has to. He has to.
Yeah.
Like, they have to do him justice with this title run for it to stick and for it to mean anything. But I will say this. I don't know what it is. Every time I see my boy Jay with that title on, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look. I'm like,
really.
I'm being completely honest here, and this is like not out of malice or any kind of hate. Jay with the title around his waist, it just don't look like right. You know what I'm saying,
bro? I love it, bro. And then I like when he takes it off and then cuts the promo like he did to Paul Heyman and Gunther. Right. He turns into like a promo superstar, bro. When he holds it and he starts talking, he turns into a promo superstar. In my opinion, bro.
Jay's passion on the mic is unmatched. When that's what he does better than Jimmy. Jimmy just has natural charisma, but Jay got crazy passion. You know what I'm saying, when he talks on the mic. But just him having that title around his waist, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, like, what is wrong with this picture? Like, why is it not flowing? Like, what am I not missing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, Gunther with the title around his waist is like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Even if Franklin gets the title and put around, it's like. But what am I missing here with Gunther? I mean, with Jay. Like, what am I missing here?
With Jay? I don't know. It's just a you thing, bro.
It's just a me thing. It's just a me thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing here, but something ain't flowing here. I don't know what it is.
It's because your favorite Uso was always Jimmy. That's why, bro.
Oh, I love Jim. I love Jay
you're
too.
bitter that Big Jim ain't in this position, and it's Jay.
I like Jay, but the thing is, I don't think they're doing him justice on this title run. I don't think they're doing him justice. I think they throwing him to the wolves a little bit too fast with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got him throw him to damn Rollins, because that was his first title defense against Rollins a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Now he got another title.
Now Logan.
Coming out. Well, then he got Logan Paul, right? I don't know, bro. And all these opponents, I know he's gonna win.
Yeah. I already like his title run, I think, more than I liked Gunther's start to his title run.
I like Gunther's start better than this one. His start.
I like Gunther's Intercontinental Championship run better than his heavyweight run.
Yeah, no doubt.
Damn sure.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I like Gunther's start to this.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, the reason why Gunther's start to the World Heavyweight Championship was so good is because of Jay. Jay was chasing the title.
Can I tell you what when Jay and Gunther are wrestling on Monday Night Raw, guess what's going to be in play? Money in the Bank.
What you mean?
Money in the Bank will happen before Jay and Gunther wrestle on Monday Night Raw for the championship, bro. So what if a Braun Breaker wins Money in the Bank? What if a Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank? What if a Logan Paul wins Money in the Bank, bro? That would be they're announcing a match on Raw a month before it happens. How often does that happen?
That's crazy work. Never,
right? Never happens.
Never. So
what if this is all just leading to a Money in the Bank cash-in on that Monday Night Raw?
You're right. You're probably right. And I'm not. Yeah. It could be. It could lead to a cash-in, but I don't think Braun Breaker would even be in the Money in the Bank match.
You don't think so?
I think they might do an all-star Money in the Bank match this year, meaning like all top names will be in this match. Okay?
Like a Seth Rollins, a Cody Rhodes, a CM Punk.
Yes, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all know, we'll talk about it on Word on the Street, but I don't think CM Punk's going to be in the, I don't know. CM Punk and John Cena are not wrestling at Money in the Bank like everyone thought they were, because they had the great match back in the day at Money in the Bank.
No.
So they were like, this is the perfect opportunity to have CM Punk's John Cena's last match. But that's going to be later on down the road, I think.
Yeah.
So
I think so too.
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
Too.
And speaking of John Cena, him versus your boy, Randy Orton, my boy, Randy Orton, main event. I gave it a 9 out of 10. How'd you feel, bro?
I gave it a solid 8. Randall's came up, showed up, played. So did Cena. Seemed like Cena bulked up a little bit more. He was a little bit more stockier.
A little bit thicker.
He got back to his wrestling body. You know what I mean? But it was a couple spots in there I liked really much. It was the AA into a RKO. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? I bet you they was in the back like, how come we never did this shit before?
They did do it before.
Did they do it before?
Through a table in a TLC match, bro.
Huh.
Yes. They did it. And even you said it, and I think Tommy Dreamer said it on Busted Open. He's like, I've never seen that before. I was like, no. I just watched a clip online of Randy Orton like blind ranking his favorite RKOs.
Right.
And the first one was that one through a table with him and John Cena doing it, bro. So yeah. Right. Oh shit. We got some R&B, baby.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they've done it before, but this one looked a lot cleaner than that one did for sure. Yeah, because I remember Randy in the clip, he was like, yeah, he's like, I turned it into an RKO. He's like, but my ass went through the table first. So he's like, that made no sense.
Nah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's right. But it was a TLC match, so it's not a tables match.
Yeah.
But I thought those spots were pretty was clean. I think that's what it was.
So many RKOs and there was so many AAs, bro. It was a lot of everything, bro.
Again, it's a typical John Cena Randall's match. It was okay. Like I gave it an 8. I give it an 8.
If you want to laugh, bro, go listen to Dave LaGreca on Busted Open, bro.
Oh Lord.
Because he talked about Friday. He said, if we get the same nut shot and we get a same belt shot, and that's how he wins, I'm gonna fucking lose it. And that's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
Oh, literally. And ref bumps. He's like, if there's a ref bump, a nut shot, and a belt hit, I'm gonna lose it. And is this how John Cena's ruining wrestling? Is he even ruining wrestling right now? This is what everyone's talking about.
It's not John Cena ruining wrestling. It's the Booker. He's ruining wrestling. I don't know. Like when it comes to John Cena and him ruining wrestling type of shit, bro, I'm no matter what, I'm not invested into it. I'm not. Yeah.
What if every single one of his matches ends with a ref bump, a nut shot, and a belt hit, except for that last one in December? Think about the pop of the kick out from the belt that no one else could kick out of. Whoever that last opponent is. Hits the ref gets knocked out, hits you with the low blow, hits you with a belt. He's had 10 matches this whole year, and that's how they all fucking ended.
Yeah.
Except for that last one, bro. And is that how he ruins wrestling? Because is he ruining wrestling? Nothing he's done is ruin wrestling.
Yeah. So this is what I was thinking about the other day, and I was like, is that what he meant before he went to WrestleMania? He said he's going to ruin wrestling. And maybe that's
what did he mean by that?
That smirk that he had when Travis Scott's music played was aha, you motherfuckers thought you were gonna get The Rock. You get Travis Scott. And this is
Oh, that's
why,
ruining
you know what I'm
wrestling.
saying? I'm ruining wrestling. This is how I'm ruining wrestling. You're gonna hate it, and they did. We did. We fucking hated it shit. You know what I mean?
Despised it.
And so now, so again, we talked about this. This is a brilliant ploy by the WWE to say we're purposely going to ruin wrestling. So anything you see during John Cena's last run, if you don't like it, that is on purpose. So instead of
Yeah.
saying like, you know, because that'll have something to fall back on. But hey, we didn't like that. But hey, he's trying to ruin wrestling. Remember this now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a scapegoat. That shit is a scapegoat in some kind of way. You know what I mean? So
now we get a little before we even get to that fuck, we'll go. All the backstage people come out and it's just RKO, 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 RKO.
oh yeah.
All that shit was, I loved it.
Jamie Noble gets RKO.
Yeah.
Fucking Hurricane gets RKO.
Hurricane Helms, all of them, bro. And all the people are just going crazy. Boom, 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 boom. We get teased the punts. And then here comes R-Truth, the biggest fan of John Cena, coming out and saving the day for John Cena, bro. How'd you feel about that?
I mean, you know R-Truth gonna be up in this. You know what I'm saying? He's been a John Cena fan since he was this tall, bro. So, you know, he's the greatest John Cena fan in the world. So, yeah. I mean, I expected it because you seen John Cena on Smacky with R-Truth in you know, a lot of face-to-face for the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? So
I wonder where Jimmy Uso gets involved in this, because Jimmy has been the one that's come up to R-Truth after the signs and all that stuff. And did you see the press conference where John Cena threw R-Truth through the table?
No, I didn't.
Bro, you didn't see it? Okay, so in the press conference, bro, Triple H goes on, you think he's the last one, and then they did this on purpose because they were going to break the table. Triple H is like, John Cena comes through, whispers in Triple H's ear, and Triple H is like, all right, I'm going to give the floor over to, John Cena. Peace, I'm out. John Cena starts talking, and then all you hear is R-Truth's fucking big loud mouth coming through. He's like, where's JC? Where's JC? And he comes up and he starts talking to John Cena, and John Cena fucking giggles a little bit because you have to, because it's fucking R-Truth, right? And he's like, congratulations, man. I know you could do it. And then John Cena's like, okay. And then he's like, even if people say you suck and you can't wrestle. And John Cena just gets mad, right? And he said, Ron, and he goes straight, real name, not Truth. He goes, Ron, if you say one more word, we're going to have a problem. There's like a 30-second pause, and then R-Truth's like, well, man, John Cena throws the mic, picks him up, AAs him through the press table, bro.
So we're going to get a John Cena and R-Truth match somewhere here?
That's what they're saying, maybe Saturday Night Main Event or possibly Money in the Bank, but I've heard other stories for Money in the Bank, maybe SummerSlam. We'll talk about that. A word on the street. Y'all tune in. But they are saying R-Truth versus John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event.
And that's a good callback again, because John Cena and Truth had a great program years ago for the U.S. Championship title when R-Truth was pretty much the top heel in the company at this time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a good callback. It's a good callback.
Yeah, that shit was funny. And then John Cena just kind of stood there all stoic, like, and then just walked away. It was pretty funny. It was like added to the little press conference type shit, but overall, it was a decent match. Before that on SmackDown, we had a little, I would like to call him a half Randy Orton impersonator come out with a hood on when John Cena was cutting the promo. And then remember John Cena AAs him. And then I was like, who is this little? People did detective work with the tattoos on the arm. They said it was Sean Spears. So who knows? Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? But overall, Backlash, people hated the card. I think it delivered more than people thought it would.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, the card wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
not bad at all.
And, but like to me, the highlight of the night is the Lyra and the damn Becky Lynch match. They put on a banger. They put on a good match.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
flowers.
Now let's go.
No flowers.
Lyra, that's your girl, bro. That's your girl, bro.
Yeah, Lyra, she doing it, bro. Like again, her and Roxanne Perez. From what I've seen, again, She just delivers every single time. And Julia's not bad herself, bro. She's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the first time I've seen Julia in a match, like, because I've never seen her in NXT. So
that's true. Yeah, you never watched the NXT. Yeah.
She's pretty good.
She can deliver, bro. Yeah.
So the future's bright for the women's division.
Yeah.
And no, they don't need the old guard there no more because the future is super bright. I mean, it's led by Io and Rhea.
Yep, for sure.
So,
and let's touch on some things during SmackDown that weren't relevant at all to Backlash. We gonna start with Chelsea Green versus Piper Niven, Selena Vega, and the special return of Alexa Bliss. Crowd goes crazy for Alexa Bliss. I'll say this again. They need to quit doing the wide shot when Selena Vega comes out because the crowd doesn't move at all when her music hits. It's very sad. She's a U.S. champ. They even put Alexa Bliss with her, but Alexa Bliss ends up getting the pin in the match on Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Then Alexa Bliss has a little thing with Charlotte in the backstage area at the SUV saying we need to talk.
Yeah.
We'll see where that leads. But what'd you think of the return of Alexa Bliss? Your favorite people. The White Six didn't show up. How you feel?
I'm glad they put Alexa Bliss to use because shit, for a while I forgot she even came back at the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? Yeah, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber. That was it. It was cool. It was a nice little surprise. But again, Vega, I don't care. Like, this is the disconnect I have with the WWE. They saying, oh, Vega, she deserves this, and everybody's so hype online. But in the crowd, in person, bro, her music hit, and there is no pop. It is nothing, bro. Is kept in that damn arena. Here comes Vega. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I don't even know why they put the title on her, bro. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it. I have no idea. Yeah, but then Charlotte Flair comes out to a lot of boos. Still, we get a lot of boos, and she basically says, "If y'all keep booing, I'm out." They kept booing. Yep. She started to fucking leave, bro. Yep. Yeah. They don't. Charlotte is, the heat that she has right now is incredible because it's not even wrestling heat. It's literally go away. We don't care if you're on our TV ever again. Heat. That's all it is. That's exactly what it is. Who is you? I know. We don't care. Get out of here. That's what it is. Like, yeah. And by the way, she also called her match with Tiffany Stratton the greatest women's match in WrestleMania history. Okay. Nah. That's definitely not. We're not going to do that, Charlotte. We're not going to do that. Has Charlotte Flair been maybe in the greatest women's match in WrestleMania history? Yes. I would say her versus Rhea was up there at 39. Her, Becky Lynch, and Ronda's up there as one of the great ones. But, like, this one? Nah, not even close. Not even top 20, man. And the thing is, my favorite match from Charlotte at WrestleMania, it was her versus Rhea during the COVID. So 38. 38. That was I love that match. That was, to me, that was the match of the night on WrestleMania that year. Like, yeah, and that's the one Charlotte won. Yeah. Yeah. So I look forward. I think they definitely need WrestleMania 42. We need Rhea versus Charlotte because I love a trilogy. Yep. They need to. But the 39 wasn't bad too. It was a good match too. So for her to say that, I'm like, damn, she's really just trying to throw Rhea under the bus, huh? Yeah. That's crazy. And then we get so Charlotte Flair starts walking back, and then Jade Cargill's music hits. Again. She comes out. She says, "Wait, Charlotte, back of the line, bitch." Basically, she doesn't say bitch. I just added that, but she says, "Back of the line, Charlotte." How you feel? I feel like and then Jade is facing Nia Jax for the #1 contender against Tiffany. Nia gets the win because of Naomi distraction. I feel, bro, like we're leading towards another fatal 4-way with Jade, Nia, Naomi, Tiffy. Money in the Bank, bro. Money in the Bank. Fatal 4-way. It shouldn't be. So give me who you think honestly should be Tiffy's next opponent. Just right off rip. I thought it should be Jade. You want it to be Naomi, I get it. But until Friday night, Naomi and Tiffy didn't make sense until Naomi struck Tiffy first. Right.
because their stories have been so separate. You know what I'm saying? Would I think it'd probably turn out to be the best match? Probably, because Nia, I don't think really works well. Nia and Bayley had that one banging match. Then they had the rematch and it was trash. Yeah. But Nia really doesn't. Her wrestling style just doesn't work well with anyone else. You know what I'm saying? And Jade is too. I don't want to say new because she's been in the game for a long time now, bro. If you think about it, her time with AEW and her time with WWE, I mean, you got 5+ years of wrestling experience. So does Dirty Dom. You know what I'm saying? What'd you do in that 5 years? But Tiffany and Naomi makes the most sense for match quality. But for storyline, it's only just now starting to make sense.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that there is no one else other than Charlotte for Tiffy, because no Triple H didn't do a good job of intertwining the stories to kind of help set up the next contender after Tiffy moved on from Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Yep. He didn't intertwine anything else. So now it's just here we go. That's all we have.
And Naomi is the favorite online to win this Money in the Bank for sure. For sure. That's all I've been seeing is Naomi. A lot of Carmelo Hayes, and I was like, it's too early for him to win. Too early for him to win Money in the Bank.
Naomi and Roxanne is like, they have the best chances of winning. And I still think I'm going to still stick with my pick and go with Roxanne. You know? Yeah. Because she is literally the future. And I think, they always like to give the briefcase in the women's division as an up-and-comer future. You know what I'm saying? Type of gal. So definitely Roxanne Perez, but I definitely wouldn't be mad if Naomi wins that thing too. So
then we get a Mello losing to Aleister Black, bro.
Of course.
How'd you feel? Bro.
Of course.
So pissed, bro. So fucking pissed. I hate it.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I get you're bringing this dude back, right? But you just let Mello win Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Come on, bro.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense to me.
You just gave this dude the push to then lose to Aleister Black, who you've cut from the company before, bro. You've cut this dude before. Yeah, and literally when I saw Miz start to get involved, I was like, okay, it'll end in a DQ. I'm cool with that. But then no, Aleister Black gets the roll up fucking pin, bro. Yeah. Pissed, bro.
Oh, well, it's the same old shit, bro. I don't know what Mello did. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he did, he's got to pay for it because, or maybe they don't feel like he's ready yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't feel like he's ready.
Yeah, that's true. We get, bro, I know the Street Profits were a little banged up, but we get the Fraxium Street Profits match that I said, I believe a week ago that I was like, man, I kind of want to see this match. You know what I'm saying? And then we get it, but it's the Street Profits all banged up, and Fraxium gets the fucking win, bro.
Of course. They got Street Profits need somebody to be contenders to the titles. And
let's have a number one contender match over here with some other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to beat my champions just to get a shot at the champions. I get the concept.
Well, it's eliminated qualifying match.
I don't want to see it.
AEW. It's eliminated qualifying match. That's what it is.
I don't want to see that shit, bro. I don't want to fucking see it.
You don't want to see Fraxium and Street Profits?
No, I do, but I didn't want to see my boys take it, especially Montez Ford taking the pin, bro. It hurt.
Here we go. It's gonna be. We're gonna be right back on there again. So, something tells me within the next few weeks, or maybe a month or so, Fraxium's gonna be your new tag team champions.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy work.
And then guess what?
Crazy
Street
work.
Profits gonna be right back where they started from, at the bottom.
At the bottom, bro. Maybe the Fraxium, them winning the titles will push the Street Profits into becoming singles competitors. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. But moving on to Raw, bro, we get CM Punk calling out everyone. Paul Heyman comes out and he said, "You penguin looking motherfucker," bro. That shit was so funny, bro.
Right when he walks out and he fucking says, "The penguin,
the penguin motherfucker." And then Seth Rollins comes out and he's like, "You ain't nothing but a song. Wait until the bell rings. It was good shit by CM Punk, bro.
Yeah.
This is setting up Sami Zayn, CM Punk versus Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. How do you feel about this Saturday night main event?
It should deliver. It should deliver.
Yeah.
It has all the components to deliver. But again, I'm not invested in it for some reason. I don't know what it is. Everything that's is popping off right now in WWE as far as a major storylines is like it's not as riveting for some reason. Now I understand Punk and Rollins got history, and this has been drawn out a little bit too much for my liking, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want them to kind of move on to something else. Like this, we get it. You don't like each other. I understand. You had a whole year of telling you didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? Now they're dragging this shit on a little bit longer. What I feel like is going to happen is Sami Zayn might just turn heel.
That's the word on the street, bro. He might be the third member of the Paul Heyman crew, bro.
Do you think that makes sense? If that was to happen, do you think that makes sense?
Not for Sammy's character, because Sammy has been preaching I'm this good guy the whole time, but that's what makes the turn even more surprising. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I would like to see it. I got one for the third member that Sam Roberts pitched for Word on the Street. Y'all tune in. But I think it's between Sammy and this guy. At first, I thought there was going to be no third guy, but the way they got overpowered, there's definitely going to be a third guy because it was Jay, CM Punk, and Sammy in the ring. Obviously, they're going to overpower Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this, bro. Who is the better in-ring wrestler? Seth Rollins or CM Punk?
Rollins.
Rollins? Right now. Currently. Right now? Yeah. Okay. Whose match would you rather want to see on a weekly basis? CM Punk or Seth Rollins?
Again, Rollins, bro.
Yeah?
See,
and you're a huge Punk fan,
I love
bro.
Punk. But see, the thing is,
and you don't like Rollins.
I don't like Rollins. But again, I got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Franklin, and I love Punk, but I got to be honest.
Yeah.
When it comes to ding, ding, here goes the action in the ring, I'm going to go with Seth.
From bell to bell.
Bell to bell, I'm going to go with Rollins. You know what I mean? Punk, bro, he lost about 2 steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think all his best days as a wrestler happened in AEW before he came to WWE.
Yeah.
Besides that,
I think he needs to shave his head, bro. I think he needs to shave his head again, bro.
Not shave head Punk. You know about shave head Punk, man. Listen, he had a banging ass match with Drew McIntyre and Hell in a Cell. That is the highlight.
Oh yes,
of his
such
return.
A good match, bro. What about the not the bull? What was it? The bull? It wasn't bullwhip match. It
was a dog collar match.
Not dog collar, but the angle, like there's the rope match where they were. That was a good match.
Oh, the bull rope.
I wasn't mad at that. Bull rope. Yeah, I kept saying bull whip. Yeah. Bull rope match. Yeah. That was a good one. What else we miss on Raw here? Braun Breaker jumps Jey Uso, so we're getting a little Jey Uso in Greenville, South Carolina versus Braun Breaker. I think I'm going to make the 2-hour drive now that they announced that match. No title on the line, but it'll be there. Look for me. 404 HEELZ shirt, y'all. I'll be there. We'll be there. We got Cross, your boy Karrion Kross, bro. He had a little backstage camera pan, and guess who he's talking to? The New Day again.
Giving them Cross shirts, man.
Yeah. he's like, guys, you can't buy these right now. They sold out. Here you go,
Jesus, bro. This is what,
when is it going to happen, bro? Because he just wrestled on Main Event again.
And guess what?
He just wrestled on Main Event again.
And who was his opponent for this Main Event?
I can't even remember.
Okay. So his last opponent.
All I saw was the Sabu. Shout out, R.I.P. Sabu.
Rest in peace, Sabu, man. Goddamn, Sabu. Yeah. His main event opponent from last Main Event was Dragon Lee, and he fucking lost. It. And he lost.
Yes, and he lost. Yes, God damn it, I do remember reading it, bro.
So I want to know who's his main event opponent for this week, because he better win, because this shit is ridiculous. You got a hot commodity on your hands, literally sizzling.
#1 selling T-shirt.
No more merch for him because he's that hot. And you got him going against Dragon Lee on Main Event,
losing, bro. How many Dragon Lee shirts you see in the stands?
Zero.
How many people you see wearing Dragon Lee masks in the crowd? Zero.
Okay. How many motherfuckers know that Dragon Lee is in WWE? Hardly none, bro.
Zero. Bro, never mind. I'm not going to say that part. Never mind.
Look, I don't know, bro. Like, this is all we get from Cross. It's
got to be coming, though. Triple H is not going to ignore a #1 selling t-shirt, bro. He is not going to ignore that, bro. Unless he fucking hates carrying Cross. You know what I'm saying?
Do they not have anything for Cross? Can they not think of something? Can they not book him into an angle? Like, what is going on? What is the disconnect, man?
What percent chance do you give Karrion Kross winning Money in the Bank?
Shit. The way shit going now, I don't know. Shit. Matter of fact, give me another question. How about this question? What percent chance do I even think that he won't be in a Money in the Bank match?
That's what I'm saying. Bro. Will he even be in that match, bro?
I don't know.
I think as Triple H, you have to put him in it to see how the crowd reacts to him, which we're gonna go insane. But maybe have him be like one of the people that's climbing the ladder and then gets hit, and he's like about to get the belt to see how the crowd really reacts to it. All I'm saying is I do not want to see LA Knight win this Money in the Bank. That's all I'm saying.
Is that the consensus? Everybody think LA Knight's going to win it?
IWC, but God, dude, I just think we've went past that point.
Thank you.
The best time to do it was when Roman had the belt, and we all knew Roman wasn't losing the fucking belt to LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? We all knew Roman was eventually going to lose that belt to Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
We all knew that. 100% knew that, unless Dwayne The Rock Johnson happened to get that WrestleMania match, and then I could see Dwayne be like, I'm taking that motherfucking belt.
Yeah.
But other than that, we all knew Cody Rhodes was winning that fucking belt. If it wasn't going to be at WrestleMania 40, it was going to be at SummerSlam that year. We all knew Cody Rhodes was winning that belt, guys. We all knew that.
It should have, first of all, with LA Knight, it should have been LA Knight versus Theory for the U.S. title. That should have been got that title a long time ago. If you weren't going to do that, then it should have been LA Knight.
When the buzz first started.
Right, when it first started. And then it should have been LA Knight versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. If you was going to do it like that. But the way they played it out, so now he done cooled all the way down. And matter of fact,
crowd still pops for him, though. He's not all the way cooled down. Crowd still goes crazy for LA Knight's music.
Shit.
We still hit the LA Knight, bro. We still do it.
Maybe on Backlash they went crazy for him, but the night before Backlash at SmackDown, when he came out, it was not that pop wasn't popping.
Let me say something about Dayton, Ohio on SmackDown. That was one of the worst fucking crowds I've ever heard in my life, bro. Dayton, Ohio, you were straight dog shit, bro. And I ain't worried about saying that because my ass will never be in Dayton, Ohio. Ever. I don't give a fuck about that city. That city was straight dog shit,
Horrible crowd, bro. LA Knight did like this. He kept going like this, and it was like,
LA.
I was like, what?
Come to Atlanta more, wrestling. Come to Atlanta, motherfuckers. Come to
Why
Atlanta.
WWE don't have love for Atlanta, bro? Knowing that this is a wrestling city.
Well, we get an Evolution too, hopefully.
Again.
Fingers crossed.
Why we ain't got no love in Atlanta, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Same with AEW, bro. AEW should be coming here way more the way that crowd was rocking when we were there, bro.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is it too expensive to come to Atlanta? I don't know. What is going on, bro?
I don't know. Bro, we got the world's biggest airport. Come through.
Exactly. Why we don't have WrestleMania at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium? And matter of fact, their research, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is bigger than Allegiant Stadium in fucking Oakland. It's bigger.
It'll seat more people.
It can seat more people. So that excuse of it might be too small.
Well, shit.
That shit don't work.
Yeah. Shit.
So, yeah.
All right, bro. We got the main event. Your girl Roxanne Perez, Julia versus Io and Rhea.
Yeah.
A lot of backlash online.
Yeah.
For my girl, Rhea motherfucking Ripley. People are saying, why is she in the title picture again? I don't know. Because she's the #1 or 2 best-selling fucking wrestler in the world. And I don't know. Why would you have her be anywhere else but the main event for the belt and shit like that? I don't get it, bro.
Listen, Rhea, this match, first of all, I was hyped up for this match because I was excited. And this match was pretty good. I just wish it was a little bit longer. It was kind of short.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Need to be longer.
Yeah, but it was a good match. Now, as far as Rhea being back into championship contention.
Rhea hit it, bro.
Yeah.
Rhea hit it.
Io, bro. She getting over with this Io insane and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, Rhea will always be in the title picture as long as the title's around, because that's Rhea Ripley, bro. Like,
yeah,
you got to think of her like a John Cena. Like, when John Cena didn't have the title for 1 or 2 times, he still was in the title picture because it's John Cena. Same thing with Rhea Ripley. She's going to be in the title picture, bro. I mean,
yeah.
she's the most over, not women, one of the most over people in the WWE, period.
Bro. Period. That was the biggest pop of the night, bro. It was Rhea
damn
coming
sure
out.
was.
Yeah.
They popped the hell out of her for her, bro. Shit.
Yeah. There's a reason she comes out after the champion, bro.
Exactly.
Because she's the biggest fucking draw, bro.
EO's the champion, but EO came out third.
Yeah. Lot of controversy though with Julia's braids. People are mad, bro. People are not.
Why?
You know,
is it
cultural
appropriation?
Yeah.
Is it that shit? Golly, bro. You gotta get
She
out
actually does it for her friend who committed suicide and killed herself. A wrestler, I forget the girl's name. She does it as tribute, and I guess that death day is coming up. And people are like, she shouldn't be doing it. She's Japanese.
Okay, what about EO? EO rocks braids too. She have half her hair.
She does it like a little side braid. Yeah. Hey, they only got the problem if you go full braids, bro.
Full braid. That's when it has a problem. Like, that's too much braiding. It's too much braiding. That's culture appropriation.
I like her with the braids, bro.
I love her with braids.
She look good with it. Yeah.
I am so sick of this shit, bro. I swear to you, bro. This gatekeeping ass bullshit. You can't wear braids because you ain't black. What you mean? Like,
it's just hair, bro. It's just hair.
Since when has a hairstyle been relegated to just a certain culture of people? Because you know what? And if that's the case, then what if white people just jump out the woodwork and be like, all you black girls that wear blonde wigs and weave and shit, that's culture appropriation. You know what I'm saying? It can go both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I can't believe she got backlash for rocking the braids, because them shits look good as hell on her.
And she's been rocking them for a good
forever.
month and a half right now. Yeah. I was like, all right, but we get a little backstage moment after the match that you would have had to look online for. And Roxanne is talking about, man, blah, blah, blah. And they kind of like, Julia and Roxanne kind of like break up. Julia's like, we're not a thing. I'm not with you, no. Like, so they might be like, this might have been the last time we see Roxanne and Julia together, bro. Which might push Roxanne towards that Finn Balor.
And who we saw backstage chopping it up again for 2 weeks in a row.
Again.
So
that's going to be interesting, bro. That's going to be interesting. But overall, great main event. Like you said, I wish it had more time to cook a little bit.
Yeah.
But you also had to go online to see this little part where Rhea's leaving the ring and she like her and EO hug. And she's like, hey, like, I appreciate you, but I'm coming for that belt again. And EO's like, I will defend it for you. And then Rhea does that again. And then EO does it again. And it was like just a cool moment, bro. Yeah.
EO, I like EO. I love that little girl. I love that little girl so much, man.
She's so good in the ring.
Good.
She's good. Bro.
The only thing I just hate that there's a language barrier. Because if she spoke fluent English, bro, she'd probably be higher.
She was on NXT, bro. And she cut a really good promo on NXT. I think she was backstage with Ava, Rock's daughter, job security. But she fucking cut a great promo. And I was like, damn, they need to let her do that in WWE more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then sometimes like with her backstage promos, she goes in like that Spanglish, but I don't know what you would call it with Japanese. I don't know how you would mix both of them, but she'll like speak some English, speak some Japanese, and I'm just like, just let her go full English. Like, we'll see. But I think, what do you think I know it's 2 different belts, but the first EO championship run when she cashed in the Money in the Bank, this title run seems 100 times better than that last one. The last one fell flat to me.
By far.
Yeah.
This is what a championship run is supposed to look like with EO Sky. Because the first one, it was like she was just a placeholder. You know what I mean? Until Rhea got it back again, sort of type shit. You know what I mean? But this is definitely.
Well, no, she lost the first one to Bayley. Remember at WrestleMania last year?
Right.
She cashed it in, lost it to Bayley, and then she came over, and now she's got this one.
So it was 2 placeholders. It was EO, then Bayley, then it was Rhea. Okay, just hold it basically for Rhea to get the belt again.
Where do you see Bianca coming back in? into all this.
She's definitely got to come back in and do a program with Jade and Naomi just to get this shit out the way. Like,
yeah,
because she's still involved for some reason.
It's that unfinished business.
Shit. So yeah, she definitely needs.
Maybe those three have a triple threat at SummerSlam.
Look, bro, I don't want to see no more. Goddamn, bro, like shit,
bro. We got Evolution too, so we got Evolution. We could see that at Evolution, bro. I forgot we keep getting this all female. So like, is there if Evolution and Saturday Night Main Event are on the same fucking night,
crazy,
especially with Texas All In, are we getting an all male Saturday Night Main Event?
Hell no.
Which we'll have one women's match on Saturday Night Main Event,
two,
and then 8 over here. Man, that's a lot, bro.
That's a lot. Let's not act like they ain't got a lot of women talent that can hold on damn pay-per-view and have two matches on Saturday Night Main Event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, shit.
Yeah, that's true. Long shot to win Money in the Bank, Stephanie Vakir, bro.
I can see that.
I can see it, bro. She's over with the crowd so much, bro. She's more over than Julia and Roxanne right now.
I can see that. I definitely. Again, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe too soon because she's still the NXT Women's Champion, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
Just pump the brakes on that one right there a little bit.
Just we got Jordan Grace looking at that NXT Championship. I think they're fighting at Battleground. So
well, if Jordan
see what happens.
If Jordan Grace takes that championship, then your prediction might have a high possibility.
Yep. We'll see, big dog. We'll see. You got anything else on the WWE or the Fed, as the internet likes to call it?
Which could they call it? It used to be called the Federation back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't. A good week for them. Backlash definitely. I was surprised by Backlash because it was a better PLE than I thought it was initially going to be. You know.
And it's crazy to me that wrestling fans are like, I'm not gonna watch it. I was like, why the fuck would you not watch it? Like, no matter, like, if I was excited about 0 of the matches, I'm still gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Yeah, well, it's
a new age.
It's that hate. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know, bro. But
yeah,
we liked it. It was a good pay-per-view. Overall, I give it a 8.5. Overall.
Yeah. I give it an 8.3 out of 10.
I just wasn't too I liked Dom in that match, but I wasn't too happy with how the match went. And then I wasn't too high on the John Cena and Orton match. You know what I'm saying? Again, I guess it's because I've seen them motherfuckers wrestle so many times, bro. I was like, they did a callback to every one of their single matches with certain segments and spots inside.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
But the Lyra match and that 4-way match, bangers, bro. So
the future, baby. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit one of these buttons, depending on where you're watching us. Peace. Deuces. Oh, God damn it, I missed it. Motherfucker.